Okay, guys, welcome to the Atlanta School of Marriage and Relationship. My name is Jimmy Stevens. I'm a pastor and relationship coach. So listen, I want to share with you, I think, something that's going to be very helpful to understand. This is over, at this point, 26 years of marriage, 30-something years of ministry, helping people, helping couples, as well as marriage counseling, relationship counseling, personal development coaching, all that good stuff, right? The stuff that we need, the juice that I live off of, right? Here it is. Number one, first thing you need to know is you. And let's talk about that. And I want to say you, I'm talking about you. You need to know you. First of all, you need to know your past experiences and how they impact you. So many times we enter relationships not knowing what we desire, not knowing why we desire these things, not even knowing why we are choosing the same type of people, simply because we don't know us. So I want to ask you these questions. I would encourage you to get with a counselor, but this is a very light way of entering these questions to help you process this a little bit. If you were in a session with me, I would ask you these questions. Number one, what was your emotional experience with your mother? What was your emotional experience with your father? How did you communicate when you entered challenging situations with either your mother or your father as a child? I'm talking about up until the age of about 11 or 12. And I don't want you to use rational words like, it was great. No, I want you to tell me how you felt. Like, what emotional words would you use to describe those relationships? Typically, these emotional words give us insight into what we're desiring in our current relationship or what we will desire in our current relationship. It is so important to be aware of what you actually need emotionally. Whether you're a man or a woman, we've been sold as men this bill of goods that we don't have emotions. Yes, we do. That's why we get angry. That's why we get upset. That's why we react the way we do, because those are emotions that makes us human. Okay. Now, women will emote differently than men, but we all have emotions. So we need to understand, as men and women, what are my emotional needs? If I lack care from a caregiver, and I felt neglected, I felt abandoned, I felt unloved, that means generally I'm going to desire to be accepted, to be validated, because I lack those things emotionally. So it's important to recognize those experiences from childhood actually do impact you. They impact you in a way that you actually grow through life and into adulthood desiring those things. Now, we deceive ourselves a lot of times because we suppress these emotions. We push them down because we don't like to live in pain, and our emotions don't want us to live in pain. So we have a story we tell ourselves. Dad was busy, mom was doing this, and we rationalize situations, but not knowing we really need those things. So you need to be aware, here it is, of your emotional experiences. Number two, I want you to be aware of your vision. What do you want out of life? Be honest with yourself. What do you want out of life? You want to know this first. Again, we're talking about relationships, but relationships first start with our relationship with us. The relationship you have with yourself, every other relationship comes from that. So you want to be aware of course, emotional experiences, and what's your vision for life? What do you want out of life? What do you want to experience in life? This helps you to understand what to look for. And not only that, guys, communicate to your partner what you're looking for. It's nothing like communicating with someone you're in a relationship with, or you're catching feelings for, you looking at building a relationship with them, and you can verbalize to them what you need. You can verbalize to them your past experiences and here it is, your what you desire out of life. These things are important. So what do you want in life? What do you want to experience in life? Write that down. What do you want to experience in life? Key to understand. Because what you want, you're able to, again, communicate to your partner. Number three, what are your expectations with yourself. Again, first relationship we're talking about is with us. Our experiences, our vision, and here it is. What standards, expectations are we setting for ourselves? Will we have sex with anybody who likes us? Will we have a standard of experiences? In other words, if someone is in a relationship with me, I want to experience A, B, and C. And I'm setting this personal standard for myself. Your self standards, your self expectations is what your partner will experience. So many times we go into relationships with not having an expectation for ourselves. So because I don't have an expectation for myself, I will cuss my partner out. I will go off on them. I will cheat on them. I will do all these things because I don't have an expectation for me. And I need to hold myself to that expectation. I need to focus and work on me, my development, my control of my emotions, right? I need to have an expectation of how I want my future spouse or my partner or my fiance or whoever, I want them to experience certain things from me. I need to have an expectation and I need to work on me. So in other words, I need to lead me first.